Welcome to my course. In this course, I'm going to teach you how to launch your own NFT marketplace. There is no prerequisite. You don't have to know anything about cryptocurrencies. All you need is the Google Chrome browser. By the end of this course, you will know how to create a crypto wallet, launch your own NFT marketplace, as well as minting and selling NFTs. You might have heard of NFTs in the news recently, and these are just some of the examples. The famous Nyan Cat sold for $600,000, and Jack Dorsey's first tweet sold for $2.9 million. And if you thought that was expensive, check out Beepo's artwork. It fetched $69.3 million. There are existing marketplaces that allow you to list your NFT. OpenSea is probably the most popular one. There's also Nifty Gateway, Rarible, and Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is actually a game, but it has a marketplace that allows you to trade in-game items. What are some of the challenges with listing your artwork on the current marketplaces? First, there's too much competition. A platform like OpenSea may get thousands and thousands of new content every day, and it's hard for new creators to stand out. Next, we have gas fees or transaction fees. Because most of these marketplaces are built on the Ethereum network, gas fees are quite high. Sometimes they can go up to $50. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to mint your $10 NFT and add on another $50 transaction fee. Finally, some of these NFT marketplaces require approval. You might need a collection to get started. So if you're just a new creator starting out, it might be difficult for you to get approved. So how do we mitigate some of the challenges with existing marketplaces and still sell NFTs? The solution is to launch your own NFT marketplace, a place dedicated to your own content where you have control over everything. Because gas fees on the Ethereum network are quite high, a new blockchain called Solana is gaining a lot of popularity recently. The currency used is called SOL. So instead of using OpenSea, we're going to launch a marketplace on the Holoplex platform. Before we can get started, we need to set up a crypto wallet. A crypto wallet is used to send and receive cryptocurrency. You can also use it to collect NFTs. Because we're on the Solana network, the crypto wallet we're going to use is called Phantom, and we're going to install it as a Google Chrome extension. Phantom allows you to send and receive SOL, which is the currency of the Solana network. There are several networks on the Solana blockchain. The one that will use real money is mainnet. Because every transaction on the marketplace will require a small amount of SOL, we can become familiar with the interface using a test network called DevNet. This allows you to become familiar with all the features without spending real money. And once you're ready, you can switch back to mainnet and top up your wallet with some real SOL. To top up your DevNet account with SOL, there's a service called the SOL Faucet. You basically paste in your wallet address and it will add SOL to your wallet automatically. Keep in mind that this is not real money and it's not worth anything. To set up your Phantom wallet, first go to phantom.app, or you can search for this in the Google search bar. But make sure that the link is correct because there are a lot of crypto wallet scams. To install the extension, click on Add to Chrome and Add to Chrome again. Before we continue, I'm going to pin the wallet to the Chrome extensions bar. It will make it easier to access in the future. Now we have the option to set up a new wallet or recover an existing wallet. For the purpose of this course, we're going to create a new wallet. This secret recovery phrase is very important. It is the only way to recover your wallet in case if it gets lost. Do not share it with anyone because anybody with access to this will be able to retrieve your wallet. And we have to add a password to unlock the wallet. And now the wallet is ready. If you click on this Chrome extension, you will see your wallet address as well as your current balance. Right now, there's nothing in there because we just set it up. By default, it will use mainnet, which requires real money. But for the purpose of this course, we're going to switch to DevNet. So first, click on this little wheel at the bottom right corner. Then change network and click on DevNet. Now, if we go back to the main page, you will see that the balance is still 0, but we are on a different network. Before we can continue, we're going to top up the wallet using some Sol. Head over to solfaucet.com and simply paste your wallet address. Your wallet address is this alphanumeric string on the top. If you click on it, it will copy it to your clipboard. One Sol should be enough for testing, and we're going to click on DevNet. You can see the history on the blockchain by going to the Solana Explorer, and under result, it said success. If we head back to our wallet, we'll see that we have 1 Sol in the wallet, and it's currently worth 144 at the time of this recording. However, keep in mind that this is only a demo account. It is not real money. Now we're ready to create our NFT marketplace. Okay, to set up the NFT marketplace, head over to holoplex.com and click on Edit Store. It will prompt you to approve the connection to your wallet and hit connect. So when you're setting it up for the first time, you're going to have to create a subdomain. Basically, this is your new unique address to your NFT marketplace. And over here, you have the option to upload a banner and a logo. You will have the opportunity to change these later on if you change your mind. I have some random pictures that I downloaded. And again, you can see that every time you make a change, it will require explicit approval from your wallet. And I have some NFTs I created, and I'm just going to use one of these as a logo. Again, you get the approval prompt. Over here, you can change the background color and as well as the font, but I'm going to leave everything in its default value. And page title. So favicon is the actual little icon that shows up when you go to a website. To create your own favicon, head over to favicon.io. And you can use your own logo, but we're just going to use a default logo from this website. I think the letter F looks good. We're going to download it. And it's going to download as a zipped file. So the one we're looking for is one ending in ICO. And all we need to do is upload it. Again, another approval. And submit. Okay, now our storefront is ready. We can just head over to this URL. You can see that our favicon is shown here in the browser. So now we're ready to set up our store, and you can see the logo from the previous step. Now we have to connect to our wallet. Before we can initialize our store, we first have to switch to the DevNet. This marketplace defaults to the mainnet, and we don't have any currency in the wallet at the moment. So click on this little wheel and click on DevNet. Our store has been initialized and everything is ready to go. Let's go over the marketplace interface quickly. When you type in the URL in the browser, you're going to be taken to the listings page. This is where you're going to see all of your active listings as well as past listings under ended. Secondary means that if you have sold something in the past and he or she decides to sell it again, this is where it's going to show up. Under creators, you can see your own wallet address as well as any collaborators you add in the future. The own work section shows all of your minted artwork. Right now we have nothing, but we're going to mint something very shortly. The admin page has your wallet address as well as the ability to add new creators. This is a notification bell, and if you click on this little wheel, you can change your network as well as your wallet. If Phantom doesn't work for you for any reason, you can switch to one of these wallets. And finally, we have the wallet address on the right. This is where you can disconnect from the page and create or mint NFTs. You have three options when it comes to minting NFTs. First, you can mint a single copy, and it's called a master edition. I know it's kind of confusing here, but in order to mint a single copy of the NFT, you have to set the quantity to 0. Next, you can create multiple copies. This will automatically include a master as well as any quantity you set. For example, if you set the quantity to 4, it means you're creating a single master as well as 4 copies, so your total quantity is going to be 5. Finally, you can have an NFT that can be minted over and over again by leaving the quantity field empty. This is useful when you're gifting away NFTs, and all participants will get a copy of this NFT. All right, I have some NFTs that are ready to be minted. To mint a single NFT, head over to the wallet address on the top right and hit create. There are multiple asset types that you can select, but for the purpose of this course, we're only going to use images. So simply upload your image to create the NFT and hit continue. Over here, you can give it a name as well as a description. So we're going to call this Red Lion, and it's going to be a picture of a red lion. And first, we're going to create a master edition only, and this is where you set the quantity equal to 0. Attributes are metadata about the NFT. So for example, you can give it a metadata called hat, and the style is baseball. And then you can add another attribute called color, and because the lion's red, I'm just going to say red. And now we're ready to continue. So over here, the royalty percentage is how much of each secondary sale will be paid out to the creator. So it means that if you sold this piece of an NFT to another buyer and the buyer decides to sell it again, you will get 10% of the proceeds. Next, we have the creator split. Because we are only using a single creator, I'm going to get 100% of the proceeds. But we're going to go through an example of how to add another creator later in this course. So let's go to review. And we're ready to create the NFT. So there is a small fee that is associated with minting the NFT. It's usually quite cheap and it's generally much lower compared to the Ethereum network. And we'll just have to pay with SO. And keep in mind that we're still on the dev net, so it's not using any real money. And I just need to approve the transaction. All right, so that was pretty quick, and we should be able to see our new NFT in our collection. So it sometimes takes a while for the image to load, but right now the NFT is in the owned artwork section. As you can see that the creator is my wallet address and the edition is NFT 0. NFT 0 means that it's the master edition and it has a max supply of 0. Over here, you can see the description as well as all of the attributes that we set up. Let's just give a moment for the image to load. Okay, the image is ready and we have completed our very first NFT. Let's create an NFT with a few copies. So we're going to head back to the wallet address and create. I'm going to pick another image from my library but this time I will mint a few copies of the NFT. So let's call this Pink Lion. And this is a picture of Pink Lion. But instead of setting the quantity to 0, which is only going to create the master edition, I will make 2 copies of the NFT. I'm going to leave the attributes empty in this example. Again, single creator, 10% split from secondary sale. These are just the default values. And the transaction fee is only $1. Okay, we're going to head back to our collection. As you can see that this edition is NFT 0, but the max supply is now 2. What this means is that you're allowed to make 2 copies of this NFT in addition to the master edition. So let's try to mint another one of these NFTs. We're just going to select a copy, a single copy, and mint. Again, every mint requires a small sum of SO, but it's usually quite cheap. All right, let's head back to the owned section. As you can see that this is our original pink NFT with the NFT 0 marker. This is the master edition, and now we have another copy, which is 1 of 1. Because we only created a single copy, this keeps track of how many copies it was produced. So let's make another copy. And now you can see that we have a 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. We have maxed out the number of copies or max supply of the original master edition, and we can no longer mint any additions. We can no longer mint any new NFTs from this master edition. And this leaves us with a master edition as well as 2 copies. All right, guys, let's go through an example where we set the quantity of the NFT to unlimited by leaving the quantity field blank. So we're going to head back to our wallet address, create, and select an image. So this one is going to be a blue lion, and I'll give it a short description. Just a reminder, to make an NFT with unlimited supply, leave the maximum supply blank. And let's approve this transaction. All right. So as you can see that this is still the master edition because it says NFT 0. However, the max supply is unlimited. So right now, we can see the master edition right here, but we can also mint as many as we like. And if you click on mint, you can select any arbitrary number here. But let's say we're going to mint another 3 copies of this NFT. And that's it. So under owned, we now see the master edition as well as all of the copies. Again, this is how you create an NFT with unlimited supply. We have minted several NFTs using the create button. However, this only allows you to mint a single NFT at any given time. To mint multiple NFTs simultaneously, you're going to have to use a different feature on the homepage of Holoplex. But this feature only works on the mainnet. So to switch back to the mainnet, you're going to have to use the click wheel and select mainnet. Also, make sure that your wallet is on the mainnet as well. Now we're back to the mainnet. Because I don't have any SOL in my actual wallet, we're just going to go through the process without actually minting the NFTs. So head back to holoplex.com and click on Mint NFTs. You're allowed to mint up to 10 NFTs simultaneously at the time of this recording. So I'm going to select all of my images of the lions and go through the process. Keep in mind that when you mint NFTs using this feature, the creator split is going to be given to the Hala Community Fund. So 2% of the proceeds of the NFTs will automatically go to Holoplex. I guess this is the cost of minting NFTs on their website. Again, you can also mint NFTs individually using the create button, and there's no creator split. We have minted several NFTs using the create button. However, this only allows you to mint a single NFT at any given time. To mint multiple NFTs simultaneously, you're going to have to use a different feature on the homepage of Holoplex. But this feature only works on the mainnet. So to switch back to the mainnet, you're going to have to use the click wheel and select mainnet. Also, make sure that your wallet is on the mainnet as well. Now we're back to the mainnet. Because I don't have any SOL in my actual wallet, we're just going to go through the process without actually minting the NFTs. So head back to holoplex.com and click on Mint NFTs. You're allowed to mint up to 10 NFTs simultaneously at the time of this recording. So I'm going to select all of my images of the lions and go through the process. Keep in mind that when you mint NFTs using this feature, the creator split is going to be given to the Hala Community Fund. So 2% of the proceeds of the NFTs will automatically go to Holoplex. I guess this is the cost of minting NFTs on their website. Again, you can also mint NFTs individually using the create button, and there's no creator split. To share the sale of NFT proceeds with other creators, first they have to be added to the admin page. Head over to the admin page and put in the wallet of the creators. I have used another wallet to simulate the process of adding another creator, but the process is the same regardless of which wallet you use. So this is the wallet address of my creator. I'm going to copy it and hit add creator. You can toggle whether the creator can be searched for under your lists, but it is set to active by default. I'm going to click submit to make the change. Again, you can see that this transaction requires a small amount of SOL. Okay, the creator has been added, and you can see that it is shown as saved on the top left, on the bottom left corner. So to create an NFT with the creator, head over back to create and pick an image. And I'm going to continue to mint. So this is going to be a yellow lion. And I will leave the max supply to 0 for simplicity. And this is how you add the second creator. Once the creator has been added to your admin page, you can just simply click on add another creator and select the creator. You can search for the wallet address, but I highly recommend that you copy it from the wallet to make sure that no mistakes are made. Let's double check the beginning address as well as the ending address. So it's the second option from the list. And the creator has been added. So you can toggle the split between the original creator and the secondary creator, but we're just going to leave everything as is. So it's a 50-50 split once the NFT has been sold. And I'm going to pay with SOL. So the artwork has been approved by the main creator. However, when you go back to your artwork, you're going to see that it says unverified because every creator on this NFT will need to approve it manually in order for this to be able to list on the marketplace. So to simulate the other creator and the approval process, I'm going to disconnect my wallet and log in as the other creator. So the second wallet I'm using is called Solflare, and I'm going to connect to it. Over here, you can see that I can click on the approve button. And again, this requires a small number of souls. And now this artwork is ready to be listed as an NFT. So we're going to switch back to the original creator to see what it looks like. I'm going to disconnect the second wallet and connect to my Phantom wallet. So if we go back to the own artwork, you're going to see that this line has 2 creators, all its address listed, and a max supply of 0 as we decided. There are 3 ways to sell an NFT. First, there's instant sale. This is the easiest way to sell an NFT. You're listing your item at a fixed price, and any buyer who's willing to pay the price will get the NFT. Next, you have an auction. A single unit auction means that multiple bidders compete for a single item, and the top bidder wins. The last type of auction is called a multi-unit auction. This is where multiple items are sold simultaneously. For example, if you have an NFT that has multiple copies, you can sell them or auction them at the same time. If you're selling or auctioning 3 copies, it means the top 3 bidders of the auction will all get a copy of the NFT. To sell an NFT, head over to the owned section and click on sell NFT. First, we're going to go over instant sell, which is the easiest way to sell your NFT. You can sell either a master or copies of master, but keep in mind that if you sell a master, the buyer of the master will inherit all of its ability to copy the NFT. For example, if you have a master that can make 5 copies of the NFT, the buyer of the master will be able to continue to mint the NFTs based on the original constraints. So all you need to do to sell an NFT is to set the price. And I'm just going to use 0.01 as an example. This is a master edition of the pink lion. And we'll just click on list for sale. I have to approve the transaction. So once the NFT is listed, you will be able to see it under live column. And it's going to show you the NFT as well as the edition and its price. So as the original owner of the NFT, you can end the sale at any time by clicking this. And it's going to show up under the ended section. If you head back to the owned section, you're going to see the original NFT. And that's how you list an NFT at a fixed price. The final type of auction is a multi-unit auction where the top bidders can win simultaneously. I'm going to mint a brand new NFT to use as an example. So first, we're going to head over to create. And I'm going to pick an image. This looks very nice. And we're going to call this red line. The max supply will be 3 units. Keep in mind that this is in addition to the master. We'll leave everything the way it is and mint the NFT. So the line is ready and in our collection. To start a multi-unit auction, head over to Sell NFT and click on the last option, which is limited edition. And you want to select the NFT that we just created. I've actually named 2 different lines, red line, but the one that's actually being loaded right now is the most recent one. There we go. And because when we minted the NFT, we selected 3 copies, so you can actually auction up to 3 copies of this NFT. The terms will look exactly the same as the single unit auction. So we're just going to have a starting price and a tick size. And the auction is going to go for 10 minutes and we'll leave everything else blank. Again, we're not going to use participation in NFTs. And we're going to publish the auction. All right, so you can see that the interface of the multi-unit auction looks very similar to the single unit auction. However, under winners, there will be 3. This means that 3 units will be sold in this auction. If you have 10 bidders participating in this auction, the top 3 bidders will win a copy of the lion. The final type of auction is a multi-unit auction where the top bidders can win simultaneously. I'm going to mint a brand new NFT to use as an example. So first, we're going to head over to create. And I'm going to pick an image. This looks very nice. And we're going to call this red line. The max supply will be 3 units. Keep in mind that this is in addition to the master. We'll leave everything the way it is and mint the NFT. So the line is ready and in our collection. To start a multi-unit auction, head over to Sell NFT and click on the last option, which is limited edition. And you want to select the NFT that we just created. I've actually named two different lines, red line, but the one that's actually being loaded right now is the most recent one. There we go. And because when we minted the NFT, we selected 3 copies, so you can actually auction up to 3 copies of this NFT. The terms will look exactly the same as the single unit auction. So we're just going to have a starting price and a tick size. And the auction is going to go for 10 minutes, and we'll leave everything else blank. Again, we're not going to use participation in NFTs. And we're going to publish the auction. All right, so you can see that the interface of the multi-unit auction looks very similar to the single unit auction. However, under winners, there will be 3. This means that 3 units will be sold in this auction. If you have 10 bidders participating in this auction, the top 3 bidders will win a copy of the lion. In this section, I will teach you how to use your own custom domain to link to the marketplace. Without a custom domain, the only way to access your marketplace is to type in this long URL. First, you will need to buy a domain, and the service I recommend is Namecheap. This is where I get all of my domains, and I will list the link in the description below. First, you want to search for a domain that is still available. So we're just going to try NFT marketplace 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see that there are various options available, and the .com domain is only $11.42 per year. I'm not going to purchase a domain because I already have one, but you can just add to cart and check out. The process is pretty straightforward. So once you have the domain, go to Account Dashboard and hit Manage. Under Redirect Domain, you will first want to put the domain you've just purchased. Let's say that you bought NFT marketplace 12345.com, and then the destination URL, which is the URL of your marketplace with the HTTPS prefix. And click on the check mark to save the change. And this is it. So now every time you head to your URL, it's going to redirect to this marketplace. Congratulations, we covered a lot in this course. We created a crypto wallet and launched our own NFT marketplace. Then we minted NFTs and then sold them using a combination of instant sale, single item auction, as well as multi-item auction. Finally, we created a custom domain to redirect traffic to our marketplace so that the URL is easier to remember. The NFT marketplace is rapidly changing. Thank you again for taking this course, and I hope to see you in my next course.